What's up guys, Mickle here, and in this video, I'm going to show you guys a huge problem the SEC is currently having in this case, and I think it's going to go down as a gigantic win for Ripple. We know that one of the most important things for the SEC to do in this case is to try to convince the court that XRP holders and XRP purchasers believe they were getting a piece of Ripple, the company, when they purchased XRP. Well, the SEC is currently hitting some massive roadblocks trying to push this narrative to the court. In this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly what's going on and why I think this is going to go down as such a massive win for Ripple in this case. Guys, the longer this case is dragged on, the more realistic ETHgate has become. I want to show you guys some very interesting things that came out of both the SEC and the Ethereum Foundation that are going to prove to you guys that the Ethereum free pass was not some random thing that happened. This was a full-on plan, a strategy to get Ethereum through the door and close it on everything else. Guys, this is absolutely disgusting that we have these issues in our government, but the good thing is the XRP community is digging up the corruption. Guys, they are not going to be able to get away with this, and I hope it is completely exposed with the current Ripple SEC case. Last of all, with all the uncertainty on the regulatory front for the cryptocurrency industry, I think it's so easy to look past the amazing developments in technology that are currently taking place to our financial system. I want to show you guys why XRP, in no doubt, is going to completely disrupt the traditional financial sector. Make sure you guys stick around for that because I think it's going to go such a long way in showing you guys that you hold an asset that will change the world. If you guys are new to this channel or come here all the time, please take a second to hit the like and subscribe button down below. It goes such a long way in helping this channel grow, and it really does mean so much to me. If you guys are ever looking for a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out the link in the description below. With that said though, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So guys, I want to start this off and tell you about a huge issue the SEC is going to have with one of their expert witnesses. Now, this guy's name is Patrick Doody, and essentially his job for the SEC was to write an independent expert report about what a reasonable XRP holder was thinking when they bought XRP. There is no doubt the SEC would like him to kind of morph this into a way where he would be saying that XRP holders, when they bought XRP, were expecting Ripple to essentially drive profits for them. Now, the reason this is so significant to this case is because it is actually one of the factors of the Howey test, whether or not there is a common enterprise driving the profits of the asset itself. So what the SEC is trying to say through this guy, Patrick Doody, is that XRP holders were expecting Ripple to increase the value of their XRP. Now, very quickly, John Deaton called BS on this because he knew this independent expert Patrick Doody likely didn't interview a single XRP holder and was going to draft an argument that just went along with what the SEC wanted him to say. Because of this, and because John Deaton was allowed into the case, he knew it was his perfect opportunity to get involved and put forward a motion that said, hey, this guy Patrick Doody, I bet he didn't talk to a single XRP holder. Here is 67,000 XRP holders I have talked to who are all saying that they did not expect Ripple to drive the profits for XRP. So very quickly, John was calling BS on this, but there was no way to actually prove that Patrick Doody wasn't actually independent. From what it looked like, well, of course, if the SEC was using him in this case, he was going to say what the SEC wanted. But that doesn't necessarily mean that his thoughts didn't originally come independently of being hired by the SEC. He could have still had the same views that Ripple was driving profits for XRP, and it just so happened that the SEC recruited him for this case. But what is coming out now actually shows that this guy was not independent at all, and this is drastically going to hurt his credibility to the court. Take a look at what Crypto Eerie put out here. Federal contract and grant awards to Integra, dispatching Patrick Doody as an expert on XRP in the SEC versus Ripple case, have received $16.2 million from various government agencies. And if we take a look at where the bulk of that $16 million came went from 13 million or 81.7% came directly from the SEC. That means that this independent expert was on the SEC's payroll before drafting this report. Now, this is undisputable proof that Patrick Doody was not independent. And when the SEC presented Patrick Doody as an independent expert, that they were essentially lying or misleading the court. Now, this is going to drastically hurt the SEC's credibility on this very important issue, as it is one of the most important parts of the Howey analysis. So what does this mean? Well, if the SEC was lying about their independent expert witness, it is now more likely that the court will actually reject his testimony on his views of what XRP holders were thinking when they bought XRP. This makes it much more likely that the court accepts John Deaton's views and the testimonies of XRP holders themselves. This would go down as one of the biggest wins for Ripple to date, because it would completely destroy one of the prongs of the Howey test and show the court that XRP has independent utility outside of the company Ripple. This would make it almost impossible for XRP to ultimately be declared a security, and that's why this is such an important thing that has been coming up recently, and I think it's going to go down as a massive win for Ripple over the long term. Now guys, I wanted to quickly read through this tweet thread by Digital Perspectives. Brad Kimes, he's been in the XRP community for a very long time, and he put together a fantastic tweet thread explaining not only the use case and how important XRP is going to be to upgrading our financial system, but the Ripple protocol itself. Now, it's very important to realize that XRP is just the asset that runs on the Ripple protocol. So listen very closely to this, because I think this is really going to open up your mind to how significant both XRP, the Ripple protocol, the XRP ledger, and Ripple, the company, are going to be to transforming our financial system. The true potential of XRP. Ripple was not just a currency, it was literally a global decentralized exchange. Already there were symbols to represent the US dollar, the euro, gold, even other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, and just like the base currency XRP, these could all be traded or sent within seconds. The most immediate and obvious benefit of this technology is near instantaneous transaction time, but Ripple can do so much more than just send money quickly. These symbols that you create so effortlessly can represent anything, not just money. It's not just a payments protocol. You can very much create a symbol for every person, company, and financial instrument that gets listed. And all this can be done on the same global decentralized exchange. You don't need to exchange money for shares or vice versa. You can directly exchange shares for other shares, commodities for loans, private equity for bonds, etc. Anything can be traded, issued, and sent in real time anywhere in the world. Anyone can access and use the exchange directly with no one in between. All you need is the internet and the exchange itself to be online. And guys, what Brad is saying here and what he's pointing out is something that I think just completely goes under the radar, and something that Ripple really hasn't even talked about in the past, but something that is in no doubt part of their strategy going forward. You can issue anything on the XRP ledger: stocks, carbon credits, bonds, all kinds of different representations of value, all on the XRP ledger. The idea that XRP will only be used for cross-border payments is just a small segment of everything the Ripple protocol and the XRP ledger can handle. Pretty soon we're going to see different financial instruments of all kinds flowing onto the Ripple protocol, flowing on the XRP ledger, and it's going to transform the financial system. Guys, there is so much more here than we can even realize, but I think Brad Kimes just summarized in such an elegant way all the different use cases that we haven't even considered that could cause exponential flows of value into the XRP ledger. And guys, you cannot even imagine what that would do for the price of XRP, because the more value that flows into the ecosystem, the higher value XRP will have to create liquidity between all these different assets. And guys, the most unfortunate unfortunate part is I really do believe we'd be so much closer to that future if it wasn't for the BS SEC. Guys, just today I saw some new quotes out of both the SEC and the Ethereum Foundation that make the Ethereum free pass seem even more obvious than ever. Take a look at this quote from Consensus. It's kind of mind-blowing that they would even say this. We at Consensus were working with the SEC very closely and collaborating with them. Consensus has some really amazing lawyers who have been helping to keep us all out of jail, and then laughter. Guys, that is a concerning statement right there. And John Deaton says, when someone makes a joke and laughs about staying out of jail, it's because they're experiencing a consciousness of guilt. Wasn't the only time jail was brought up. Guys, that is so telling that they are literally saying we are working very closely with the SEC so we don't go to jail. Guys, Ripple tried to work with the SEC and the SEC wouldn't tell them anything. Why is it that Ripple couldn't get any answers and somehow Consensus was able to work so close with the SEC? It is so obvious there was some other incentive going on behind the scenes, and let me tell you, based on all the donations that Bill Hinman and Jay Clayton received from the Ethereum Foundation, I think it is very obvious what those incentives were. And I wanted to finish off by just showing this because, guys, this is just so insane that this was able to get through our government. Quote from Joseph Lubin, "We're helping the SEC to understand how to protect customers and investors from bad actors." Guys, that is not the job of someone like Joe Lubin. The fact that the SEC needed someone like Joe Lubin's help to go after companies like Ripple, guys, it wasn't protecting anyone. Joseph Lubin used the SEC to destroy his competition, and I kind of redid his quote, and I said the SEC is helping us to get rid of competition we are falling behind to. Guys, it is becoming so obvious that there was two camps, Ripple and Ethereum, who are leading the way to transform the financial system. Ripple always had the better tech. Ethereum was falling behind, but Ethereum was in the pockets of regulators. They paid off the regulators to go after Ripple, try to shut down XRP because they knew they could never compete on the tech, and that's why we sit right now in this BS case. But the good news is there is no way they are going to get rid of this. Guys, the fact that this is becoming so mainstream, so public, I cannot imagine being these people high up in the Ethereum Foundation and even thinking what is going to happen to me when the truth comes out. Guys, this is just the stuff that's public. Imagine what went on behind the scenes. I think it's going to come out, and it's because of people like John Deaton who are going after them. Guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update. I hope everyone has a great weekend. And for now, Mickle out.